Hey guys, MrPopZit here. If you're serious about anti-aging, antioxidants, collagen stimulation, and putting your best face forward, these are the two products that really matter. Skin Medicinals, my new online store, link in description below. This is the CE ferulic acid serum, put on in the morning for protection all day and helping with brown spots, triple lipid moisturizer, ceramides, helping with wrinkles, and just putting your best face forward. Thanks for popping by. All right, guys, MrPopZit here, Greg Lynch, Durham, PA. We can see we have a kind of a double barrel cyst here. You can see 2 blackheads, 2 pores associated with it. Little bit of scar tissue here. He has had this drained before, and you can see pretty good size, 3 to 4 centimeters across. It goes kind of deep, and it's a little wide there. So I'm gonna do a small ellipse around both of those blackheads so we remove the dilated pores. And then this skin can thin out a little bit on the surface when it's really getting tight like that and stretching. So that I like to remove a little bit of the thin skin on the surface, so we're bringing it together with the skin off to the side, which holds better and keeps the stitch better. So we're gonna get him all comfortable, nice and numb so he doesn't feel anything. We'll be back in just 1 second. Okay, we have him nice and anesthetized here. You can see all the way out here, shouldn't feel a thing. Just gonna do a little small cut right across the top here. I'm expecting, just because it has 2 pores, to see some lobulated, kind of like grapes a little bit. They'll look sometimes. And a little scar tissue because he's had it drained before. But we'll see as we go here. Most important thing is he's nice and comfy, not feeling anything. This side has a little scar tissue there. You can see a little blackhead there too. And one thing you see.
Feeling okay?
Okay, good? Okay. If you need a second or anything, just let me know. You're doing great. I know this can be stressful sometimes.
A TV on the ceiling would be great.
Oh, that's just like a dentist office,
Yes.
huh? That's a good idea.
That'd be sweet.
We can even like Velcro an iPad up there, maybe. That's good. Yeah, I know. We could do it for sure. Start to see some lining there. I like to pierce these and just drain them a little for him. Makes the sac smaller. And I don't need to talk if it's bothering you.
Oh, you're good.
Okay.
Keeps me distracted.
Nice. So I like to do a little bit of pressure here, and it just drains contents. And all those contents are old skin cells from the past, and they'll be flaky just like that. Let me grab them. Yeah. This is from a trip 20 years ago right there. Just kidding. Good. So it's nice to get that out. It kind of devolumizes it a little bit. And we can get to the sac a little easier usually. This white scar tissue there is from when he's had drainages before. We want to make sure we get the lining out of that because we don't want it to regrow. No, the tugging feels weird. Sorry about that. A lot of people say that. Kind of feels strange. Good. My hand in the way there, sorry. Dab just a little. It's not bleeding bad at all. That's great. A little bit there? Or not bad? Not bad? Okay, just checking.
The tugging just feels weird.
Yeah, I know it's a super weird
no,
feeling on the
it's
back
fine.
and the chest, actually.
Totally fine.
Just push down there a little bit. It's a strange sensation, actually. You doing okay now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How about you? You good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Make sure everybody's good around the table. You're good? Good. A little bit of scar tissue connected on this side. Sometimes scar tissue. A little bit there?
A little bit.
Yep. When we get to the bottom, that's what I saved a little light up for you, because that can happen. Just a little bit deeper. A little pinch. Down there. This is your scar tissue side. Scar just doesn't travel as well in scar tissue. That's why we put a little extra in if we need to. We got a little more if we need it as well. Put more on this side if you need it too, just let me know. No reason to feel pain. 2025, we're good. We need like non-copywritten music playing, huh?
That'll work.
Yeah. YouTube does have some.
Oh, that's what I need. Is some music.
Yeah, if we play it, it'll cause a copyright
Oh, yeah,
issue.
sure.
I know, it's the worst. We're getting there though. You're doing great. At the bottom, we do some blunt dissection. We just kind of move out. It usually doesn't sting as much. The side with the scar tissue. Almost there. You're doing great. Did it focus on my fingers a little bit, or no? You're good. Focusing on my fingers sometimes. She can record too if you need her to. Let me know.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can grab. It's okay. Very good. This is just connective tissue here. We're peeling it back from the connective tissue. Almost got it all the way out here. A little bit there? No?
No.
Okay, good. Just checking.
Sorry.
I always check as we go. He did great. You can just hold a little pressure there. So this was a good sized sac. We actually drained that, but it went all the way across here. And we'll cut that open. Just 2 pores going down into the same sac. Some scar tissue. Right here is this kind of thickened scar tissue right there. It's hard to cut through. Kind of white connective tissue. Good sized cyst though. Just lots of just kind of flaky old dead skin cells. Piece of cake. Get it out all in one piece like this. And that should never regrow, which is the good news. We also removed his little pores, one here and one there, so that won't be open and make it more custom sometimes to regrowing. But if we get that out and we get that full sac, you can see here, we should be good to go. Okay, great. No big bleeders, just little tiny leakers, little capillaries.
I can show you after as well.
Yeah.
You can take it home if you want.
I'm good with that.
If you want a picture of it.
Huge sac. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's good. I always check one little bleeder there. I'm gonna give him a little extra light on and then we'll cauterize that. No sting there? Good. Just going around on this side too. A little bit there. Yeah, just a smidge. Let's do a little bit of cautery. Any warmth, you let me know. Not the best smell, but we'll be done quick with it. Yeah. It's not quite as bad as the dentist. Too bad. So this will come together. It'll be nice and tight for him. And that should just be a little line. Got all the bleeders stopped. Got that excessive tissue that was kind of thinned out on the top. Got that out, and now we'll just bring that together. He does have a little scar tissue here I see puckering up. I may do a little Burroughs triangle at the end. We'll see if we need it.
Trying to find a place for my hands.
No worries. I know it's always weird, huh? You can dab one more time in there. Back up just a little so I can bring that together. And you can cut right at the base, or I can cut it. You ever cut those right at the knot all the way down? A little bit lower, right there. Perfect. On the chest and back, we like to get a nice kind of deep bite on this. Gives them good support. Breathing, moving around. Chest wall expands quite a bit. This gives them good support to keep it together. So it has a chance to heal with good strength. That is nice. What we want to see is a little puckering up there like that. That's called tissue eversion. That's what we want to see. We love to see that even before our topical sutures. It looks great. Takes all the stress off our topical stitch. These ones with the teeth always break. There we go. All the way down. A little bit right there.
Hopefully not too painful, right? Is better than you expected, the same, or worse? What'd you say?
Unexpected.
Good. You can tell the truth, it's okay. So I do see right here, right by the scar tissue, there was a tiny bit of lining there of the cyst, just like paper thin. But I could see when I pulled back here, that's a little scar tissue, but I'm going to trim just a bit of that out, just to make sure if you leave any in there, there's a potential for it to reform. And when we've had drainages in the past, which he did on this, there's a potential for little bits to be in there. Yeah, let me pull that through. Do see one tiny bit. Yeah, it's attached to scar tissue. Good. Just a little bit of scar tissue there, possible bits of lining. Get that out so it doesn't get regrowth. That would be one. It's common in the videos because the camera is opposite me, so sometimes it's seeing up and under where I can see. They'll be like, there's still some cyst pieces in there. I usually find it when I inspect, but in this video, people will probably be saying that until the end, like, oh, there's a little bit more. He's closing it and it's still in there, but we caught it. Can dab just a little. Yeah, I'm gonna triangle that. Take this all the way down. You can see the knot right about there. Perfect. So a lot of people ask, actually, when you have a little bit of extra tissue at the end, what do you do with that? And you can make a little cut. It's kind of a triangular cut, actually. Comes straight across like that, and this is a little triangle that we'll be cutting out. This is his scar tissue. Right there, and that's going to pucker down and pull down with our running stitch. It ends up being kind of a little triangle. A lot of people call it a Burroughs triangle. And that will help flatten this end out so that puckered up area is not there. And that'll pull down when we put the stitch in. Okay, we're going to do a little running stitch here. I do a lot of running stitches because they give great support in areas of tension. Sorry. And we'll cut this one right here, about right there.
Right here?
A little bit lower. Yeah, that's fine. You can go just a little,
Lower?
about halfway. Perfect. And we could do headphones too. That's good for music. We'll get little headphones. They do that with the dentist sometimes, but then they can't hear and like, is it okay? I'm like, what? You feel any pain? What?
I think it was the first time seeing you do a running stitch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, we do them every time. I think the last time we did a simple
Yeah.
opt in, maybe that's why.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you've seen a ton of them though, huh?
No.
Yeah, it's true. This is what I usually close them with. Less knots to catch on clothing. Good support. Little scar tissue in there, I feel. Can dab there, yeah. Just gonna push out. Let me see, I'm gonna do one more. I'm also gonna get that little tiny piece there. Let me grab that. Tiny bit at the end of that triangle there. Good. That's perfect. There we go. A lot of people watch these videos and say my talking puts them to sleep.
Puts me to sleep.
I know, right? It's for real. It's for real. Now we're gonna cut all three of these, just kind of halfway.
Right
A
here?
little bit higher. Right there. Perfect. A little pressure bandage on there. I just want to, yeah, there's a little tiny bit at the end there too. So this will kind of all pull down nice and flat, except for one little spot there. The skin would just kind of become part of it, but I'm a little bit of obsessive compulsive. That's the way it looks. I want it to look great. That looks really good there. So we got it nice and pinned down on this side, a nice tissuey version, a little bit of puckering throughout. That's gonna heal great. And also too, make sure all these are nice and lined up perfectly. Squeeze out any remaining air or fluid. And that looks good. We're gonna get him a little bandage on that. Okay, so that was a very typical cyst, but it had some unique things, characteristics to it. One was the scar tissue on one side where he'd been drained several times. The other was it had two dilated pores. So when you have two large pores like that, sometimes it's just a bigger cyst, or it can be two cysts that even kind of mold together, I've seen as well. But this looks great. We got it all out, even the lining with the scar tissue there, and that should heal and never come back. So thanks to him for sharing. Thanks for popping by.